Now, staying with China-ASEAN cooperation, Foreign Minister Wang Yi has met with 10 ASEAN foreign ministers in Beijing to mark the 10th anniversary of the strategic partnership between these two sides. Our reporter Aiyang was at the meeting, and she now joins us for the latest. Aiyang, thank you for joining us on China 24. What can you tell us about the foreign ministers' discussion over today?
Well, evening, Mang Mang. Well, the two sides have much to celebrate, as China was the very first country to build a strategic partnership with ASEAN. And now, over time, China has become ASEAN's largest trading partner, with bilateral trade volume exceeding $400 billion, and that's a sevenfold increase from 2002. And today at the meeting, a very wide range of issues were discussed, especially regarding cooperation such as maritime cooperation. And to the media, certainly perhaps the most interesting issue is still the South China Sea topic. And all foreign ministers agreed that this is of strategic significance to the region, and all sides should engage in more consultation in the future. Commemorating the establishment of the China-ASEAN partnership 10 years ago, it was the first time all ASEAN foreign ministers were gathered in the Chinese capital. The 3.5-hour meeting covered issues such as regional economic integration, security and defense exchanges, as well as maritime cooperation. In regards to the South China Sea, Chinese Foreign Minister Wang Yi told reporters that disputes in the region should not define the broader China-ASEAN relationship, and that the two sides were fully capable of maintaining peace without external help. He confirmed a September date for talks set to take place in China's eastern province of Jiangsu.
We will be holding high-level talks on September 14th and 15th to further discuss the Code of Conduct as well as maritime cooperation in the South China Sea.
In 2002, China and ASEAN signed a declaration on the conduct of parties in the South China Sea. Talks in September will push to implement that Code of Conduct. China has suggested all sides to hold realistic expectations on the issue, not to impose their wills on others and prevent non-regional countries from interfering. As the rotating president of ASEAN, Thai Foreign Minister Surapong Thongvichakchaikul said ASEAN looks forward to the discussion in September and will take this opportunity to exchange views.
We will not allow any particular issue to shadow the China-ASEAN relationship. I think sincerity is key to progress for the September consultation. Today, all ministers have agreed that we can tap into more maritime cooperation in the South China Sea, such as environmental protection, resource exploration, search and rescue. The South China Sea should be a sea of cooperation.
Well, apart from the South China Sea, there's actually still a lot of cooperation potential for China and ASEAN, especially in many other less sensitive areas, such as people-to-people exchanges and infrastructure building. And by cooperating together more in these less sensitive areas, they will be building more mutual trust and understanding, and this in turn will help the two sides to resolve their conflicts in the South China Sea.
Well, Aiyang, as you mentioned, maritime security is, of course, the biggest issue for China-ASEAN cooperation. But, of course, they have so many other things to work on. What can you tell us about their proposals, other proposals?
Well, actually, the meeting today lasted longer than expected, and it went on more than an hour over the schedule. And China's Foreign Minister Wang Yi told reporters it was because the discussions were very good and positive, and especially regarding economy and trade. Foreign ministers say that China and ASEAN should upgrade their bilateral free trade area and also accelerate the regional economic integration. But Wang also noted that because the region is very diverse, especially in terms of the sizes of economies and the levels of development, so the regional economic integration should also take that into account. Also, Thai Foreign Minister Surapong told reporters that by 2015, ASEAN aims to increase bilateral trade with China to 500 billion US dollars, and currently that figure stands at 400 billion US dollars, making ASEAN already China's third largest trading partner.
Well, thank you so much, Aiyang. It's been nice talking to you. That's our reporter Aiyang reporting on the current China-ASEAN Foreign Ministers meeting.